When it comes to writing your CV, my advice is always to start from scratch. There is a temptation to take a historic CV and update it. The problem is the stuff that you wrote 2 years ago may not be relevant to your current situation. So my advice is to start from scratch, put the most relevant stuff on your CV that will speak to the opportunity that you're looking to get, and to make sure you know what's on your CV. There's an example that I can share with you. A number of years back, I put somebody forward for an interview with a large employer. They did a competency-based interview and asked a question, tell me about a time when you displayed leadership. And there was a prime example on the CV, but because the candidate had written the CV, that part of the CV, a couple of years back, they couldn't come up with an example. So knowing what's on your CV is critical when you go into the interview environment. A CV, and this is going to sound strange, but a CV should be as long as it needs to be. So some people say it should be 1 page, some people say it should be 2 pages, but if you've been in business for a number of years and you've worked different roles, it might be 3 pages. The most important point is this, and we used to say this in the recruitment industry, that everything on your CV should fight for its place there. So if it doesn't add value to the CV, take it out, because if you take out the stuff that's less relevant, the more prominent and relevant stuff will stand out far more. Some people put achievements at the top of the CV as general achievements, but the problem with that is, as a recruiter and employer, you don't necessarily know when those achievements took place. So my advice is, under each role that you've had, you have responsibilities, but then you get quickly onto achievements. So the achievement sits under the timeline, under the role where you achieved that particular thing.